What's guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be reacting to a brand new show. This is The Greatest Demon Lord is reborn as a typical nobody. Do we have a better abbreviation for this? Probably not, so I'm just going to call it The Greatest Demon Lord when I'm referring to this. I'll probably not say the full title. But, yeah, more shows, some more new shows. Sorry, this one's a little late. Things are a little hectic because I was away over the weekend, and my time, I didn't jump straight back into recording as quickly as I wanted to, hence why this one's a little later than it normally would be, but don't worry, it'll be back to normal soon. There's a couple of easy days where I can catch up quite quickly, and we should be fine. But yeah, if you're new to the channel, hi, welcome. I'm a British guy who reacts to seasonal-based anime. This is, well, we've been doing this for 2 years now, and getting back into the swing of things for this season, because we took a bit of a season off last season, and thankfully, it seems like I didn't really miss too much from last season, except obviously Dress Up Darling, right? That's the big one that everyone keeps on about, and there are some sequels I wanted to catch back up on, and some other little bits here and there, but we'll get to those eventually once I figure my schedule out as to what shows I'm keeping from this season and not. This is honestly probably the ones that is most likely to be dropped. This is a 4-show day, and one of them's a sequel that I'm very much going to be continuing. One of them's a really interesting show that I'm really wanting to get into. The other looks cutesy, and then there's this one which looks kind of generic. I'm just going to say it right off the bat, and hopefully I'm wrong, but I guess we'll see. So, when we load up a new show like this, what I like to do is bring up the AniList page for the show, take a look at the synopsis, the tags, the studio, the voice cast, things like that, to kind of get a basic understanding of the show, and have, like my own preconception of what the show is going to be like, go into the first episode and see if it can surprise me with it, if it's generic, like I'm kind of expecting this one to be, or if it can do anything interesting with the premise it's setting out to achieve. Like, if it has that cliffhanger, if the characters are engaging, things like that. Because I do tend to give shows a chance. I want to give them more than one episode, because getting your entire show's vibe off in 20 minutes is very difficult for the most part. Some shows can do it very, very well, and some shows only need 10 minutes to really, hook me. Others need that little bit of extra time before I'm truly sold on them. So I tend to give them a bit more time, but with this one, I guess we'll see what ends up happening. So, loading up AniList right here. As the most powerful entity of all time, the Demon Lord Vavatos thinks life is a big fat snore. Too used to winning. When he takes matters in his own hands and decides to reincarnate, he calibrates his magical strength to be perfectly average. But there is no way he could have predicted that everyone in the modern world would be weak as hell, which means he is totally overpowered once again. So, yeah, wants to be normal, thinks he's normal for his time, but because he goes, I don't know, probably it's going to be 2,000 years or something stupid, because it's always 2,000 years. I mean, that's what it was for, what show is it? Anos is one. Is this, yeah, Misfit Demon King Academy, that's Anos, right? Yeah. That was a 2,000 year skip, so it's probably going to be something like that again, but everyone else becomes weak, and so his average from 2,000 years ago is actually super powerful. Seems fairly typical. Reborn under the name Ard, he has ladies falling over him, the royal family begging him to become the next king, and an ex-minion insistent on killing him. Ard has a one-track mind, he won't stop at anything to achieve his ultimate goal, which is... we don't know. We have no idea what his ultimate goal is based on the synopsis, which is good, because it means that we get the show to explain it to us. He wants to be more average, he doesn't want to be super powerful and be Demon Lord, King, whatever, he doesn't seem to want that, so it's not power he's after. So what does he want? Friends? Is it really going to be as simple as that? I hope not, but if it is just friends and family-esque, maybe, it'd be fine. Wouldn't be anything special, but it'd be fine, I think is the best way to put it. Voice actor and voice actress-wise, I do not recognize any of them right off the bat. Nope, not one of them stands out to me. Silverlink and Blade. Silverlink we've watched a bunch of stuff from in the past. Let's see, there's Fire's Assassin, which I want to complete. We never did start Jahi, although I still want to. Black Company was fine. Villainess was fine. The second season anyway. The first season was good, second season was alright. Both free, can't wait for the next season of Sahara, Death March, Sister All You Need. Yeah, we've watched a bunch of shows from Silverlink, so I'm used to their style now, I'd have thought. Who are Blade again? What were they involved in? They've been involved with just a few bits here and there. Were they the main studio on this? They were the main studio on Sport Climbing, okay. So I'll go with that in my mind. Decently popular show, kind of average for your typical isekai. Well, it's not an isekai. I shouldn't say that. This is not an isekai show. Generic fantasy show, I should say, because this is not isekai. I shouldn't cast it as that because it gives the wrong impression. Harem, yeah, seems likely. Reincarnation, timescale, blah blah blah. Action, ecchi, fantasy, romance. Ecchi tag, of course. I mean, kind of expected. Generic looking designs, like really generic looking designs, like he's going back to the academy or something, and like, or I don't know. Magic looks kind of simple so far, but I guess we'll see what they end up doing with it. All in all, I'm just expecting this to be kind of generic, and I'm hoping it does something like, what's the word? Eye-catching, I guess? Something unique, something that catches me off guard, because I think it needs to do that early, otherwise I'm not going to really care. It's also going to very much depend on the main character, like, is he going to be the Anos type that's, like, super confident and knows his power? Well, I don't know. I don't know about that one. He wants to be average. He doesn't want to be regarded as super powerful, so maybe he won't willingly want to go into situations like that, but get dragged into them anyway because he is powerful. So that ultimate goal is really going to be what determines whether I care about the show or not. Like, if it's a goal I'm kind of interested in seeing him accomplish, sure, we'll go for it. How the goal's going to be, again, determines it. How overpowering the ecchi's going to be, like, are they going to force ecchi into every scene wherever they physically can? Or is it just going to make sense for the moment and they're not going to shy away from it? There's a big difference between the two. So, I guess we'll see what ends up happening, but I don't really have much more to say. I'm expecting generic. First episode titled Typical Nobody. Makes sense. I guess we'll see what the show has to offer, if anything. So, as per usual, what we do here are timer-based format reactions. If you want to see the full picture-in-picture, therefore the actual content and me on the screen at the same time, you can go to my Patreon down in the description below. £4 a month gets you access to all picture-in-picture content I do for the channel, which is everything from current season as well as past seasons. Going back to like a year or so. You can go through the tags and find what shows I've done based around that. If there's a show on the channel you will be interested to see a picture-in-picture version of, if there's a Patreon link in its description, I have done a picture-in-picture of that series. It's the best way to check as well. But here on YouTube, we have to timer for copyright. So, bottom left of the screen, you're going to see a timer for the episodes. I'll count down 3, 2, 1, play. And play side episode, I side episode, and we should be in sync. No audio or video from the original will be shown on here. I know people have said, oh, you can show the bottom of the screen for subtitles, help people sync up. You can, but that's how I've had an entire channel deleted. So, let's not do that anymore, alright? Like, some shows you can get away with. Some studios really are cracking down on it. Like, who was it? I forget who it was now, that were the standout studios that were problems. But it was Princess Connect, their studio. They were big on it, and a couple of others started to get involved as well by the end. And I think Sentai, since Sentai have a lot of like commercial deals and stuff with exclusivity rights on sites, I would not be surprised if Sentai started to be like that as well when it came to YouTube. And there's also like region-specific YouTube content for anime now, especially in where was it? I think it might have been in Malaysia somewhere. I think it was somewhere in Southeast Asia where they've got YouTube channels but they give out content. So there might be content ID now, which means less and less likely that I can get away with it. Hence why I'm continuing to do the timer-based. Because it just works, and honestly, it's worked for so long, I'm not going to change it anymore. But you can use the screen flash on my face, the mic, or this part of my headset as well to tell when the scenes are transitioning. That will help sync it up as we go along. It's what I do to edit my picture-in-picture versions, so you can check it that way as well. So, I think that's everything we have to say. Let's get into the first episode of Greatest Demon Lord, shall we? In 3, 2, 1, play. Oh yeah, this is also Kalikawa work, I forgot. Former friend, okay, that's important, I guess. Longs for defeats. So yeah, he's sick of being powerful. He wants to be seen as a regular human. No one can beat you now. Who's this? Who is this? Is this the former friend? Hmm. So wants to reincarnate. Alright. Don't know who that character is, but... Oh. I managed to see the queen, okay. Maybe that was the queen then. Mm-hmm. Even the education levels declined, interesting. Mm-hmm. Jesus, okay. Sure. It's a lot to pin on a 10-year-old when you think about it, like... Even when you're 18 and you've turned to an adult or whatever, like... You're so stupid as an 18-year-old, like, looking back. So imagine how it's, like... Me looking back as an 18-year-old is the same as an 18-year-old looking back as a 10-year-old, so... Friendship equals, okay. Hmm. Yeah. Has no idea how to socially interact, okay. No, you just aren't very approachable when you look like that. That's also a good thing. You start the conversation is a good one as well. This isn't it, though. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, no. But has absolutely no social skills, okay. Don't chase after him. That's... He sounds like... This sounds Chunibyo-esque now, doesn't it? He has nothing to talk about. Interesting. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, like... Because he's been on that pedestal for so long, he has no idea how the normal world works. Yeah. Sure. To be fair, children are much more difficult than any god. That's not how that works. Yeah, that's clear. I feel sorry for this forest. Yeah. Who's this? Is this a teacher? Oh, the mayor. Okay. I'll hide. Okay. It's not a spell. No. Yep, that's rule number one. Mm-hmm. It's not always that easy, to be fair, but like it goes a long way. He was about to set you up, dude, with a potential friend, but whatever. Yeah. Mm. Overly formal, but kind of fine. Yeah, sign of the times. And yeah, you can't burn that bridge already. I mean, uh, yeah, very much so. No, okay. He can fly, he can fly, he can fly. I don't know. Oh, Jesus, hello. How have you. Wow, okay. Mere ancient wolf. not, not quite like that. I'm guessing this is the daughter then. Oh. Gossip and bullying. What kind of gossip? Oh, okay. Hmm. Interesting. Nice. Nice. Huh? You know her? Hmm. Sure. Or just blow it out, yeah. Mhm. Mhm. Don't know about that. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, there's a little bit of a deep seated trauma in there. And that's precisely the reason. You don't know what's going on, so can't prove a point right there. Mm-hmm. Mm. Mm. Yep. Mm. Not that simple. Um, this isn't respectful, really, but Jesus Christ. Well, yeah, deserved. Is it? Jeez. Uh huh. Hmm. Okay. Hmm. Oh, shit. Attack time. Okay. What's attacking? Oh, goblins. Okay. What a surprise. Nice. Dungeon Core is acting up. Interesting. And she's in the mountains. Okay. So now he's going to save her, and she's going to be thankful, and that's going to open her up and lead to their friendship. Okay. Fairly standard. So they have no idea about his magic powers and stuff. I guess he's had it hidden the entire time. Uh huh. Yeah, family. Oh, because of her abilities. Scared of her abilities. I see. Okay, that alienates everyone. Hmm. Okay. The design's not exactly that great. Whoa. Was that actually her or? Okay, it was him. Okay. Yeah. He literally flew here. I think he'd be fine. You just watched like most of your people just die in a lightning strike. I mean, okay. Yeah, no. Jesus. Phew. Okay then. Hmm. Also, he can fly apparently, so lost skill. Well, lost skills. I'm guessing skills from back in the day that he probably has a lot of. One likely. Hmm. He's lived a life of that, so yeah. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. That was your best friend. Okay. Why did you end up betraying them? I'm curious about that. Hmm. Hmm. Not so typical villager. Yeah, no. Time skip. Okay. Good to go to the Academy of Magic, sure. Yep, very typical. Oh, that's why they cliffhanger, okay. No ED animation, just the... Okay. Do we have a post-credits? We do not have a post-credits, okay. I mean, yeah... I'll listen to the music, actually. So I assume this will probably be... OP or ED for next episode. Quite like this, actually. Are we going to get it in the credits? Be my friend, okay. Oh, Atlantis. Not a bad song, actually. Yeah, overall, though, I do feel the show is hitting that generic vibe way too much. I'll give it another episode, because we've got through the beginning stages, and we'll see... Well, we'll see where it goes from there. Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. Alright, yeah, fairly generic as expected, I think is fair to say. I don't know what more I can realistically say about that. Like... Yeah, I don't know what to think, really, at this point. I don't know if I'm invested in it, or if there's anything that's really, like, stand out. There's nothing that stands out for me from this show, like, at all. There's nothing that's like, oh, this is cool and interesting. I'm curious about why he betrayed his friend in a previous life. Like, what on earth happens that he betrayed his friend then? I'd like to know that, but that's probably an episode 9, episode 10 plot point. And I don't know if I can stick around for the show for that long. Like, this is a relatively packed day. It's a 4-show day. We've got 2 5-show days in Friday and Saturday. And then midweek here is the only 4 day. Everything else is either a 2 or 1 show day. So this is kind of like the outlying day in terms of like how busy it is. I don't know. I'm going to give it one more episode next week. I want to see what the Academy is like and what we're going to start going into then. If it doesn't grip me next week, then I'll probably end up dropping it there. Excuse me. But I think that's probably going to be what defines it, is how I feel about it next week. And then we'll decide whether I skip it for time. Like, it's not a bad show. Like, I can't say it's a bad show. Some of the animation, like, they were using a lot of low-res, like, background sprites for a fairly noticeable amount of time. Which is fine. I mean, it's just basic goblins. You didn't need to be anything too special with them. But the designs so far have been fairly, like, okay, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, like I said, there's nothing that stands out about it, but there's nothing that's like god awful bad either, if you know what I mean. Like, there's nothing bad about it, but there's nothing really great either. It's just that perfect middle of the road generic fantasy show. And they're fine, but do I want to spend time on it and potentially not something else, you know? Like, that's ultimately what it's going to come down to. So, like I said, give it a chance next week and see where we go from there. But that's going to do it for today, guys. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed that one. Let me know your thoughts on this one down in the comments below as well. I'd love to hear your feedback, as well as subscribing to see next week's episode. We're going to give it a chance, as well as the rest of the Spring 2022 lineup you can find here on the channel. Thank you for watching. Till next time. See you guys later.